Alrighty, folks, what is up? My name is Melvin. Welcome. I'm going to do a bit of a project because on the last Dream Journal episode, I realized, yeah, I don't have many things that I'm passionate about. Actually, no, let me reword that. I didn't have a single thing to write that made me passionate. Something that wasn't just a generic, like something generic, life, you know, goodness, things like that. I just really didn't have anything. So I'm going to try to do a project. I'm going to try to talk about 100 different things that I'm passionate about. And I'm not going to be too hard on myself on this list. It's just whatever I think about, that is what I'm going to talk about. But before doing that, I want to talk about why it's important, why talking about passion is such an important thing in your day to day, and why maybe finding it could be very, very helpful and very, very beneficial. So let's see. Um, well, I guess the first thing is just what is passion? And I actually don't know the definition off the top of my head. So I gotta Google it. BRB, folks. Give me a sec. Um, passion. Passion. Definition. Strong and barely controllable emotion. Huh. That is the definition. Strong and barely controllable emotion. So I guess the way I would interpret it is it's an emotion that is just as strong as your instincts, you know? It's an emotion that's so strong, it's propelling you to accomplish something. And that's awesome, you know? That is an awesome thing to have, you know? Imagine creating something because you feel strongly for it, you know? Imagine doing anything because you feel strongly for it. So it's kind of like for your emotions, putting your money where your mouth is. I'm doing this because I am passionate about it. I am creating something. I am doing something. I'm living day to day because of my passion. Now, is it required to have a passion? No, but it makes the day more interesting. It makes your life more interesting when you have something to live for. So that's really what it's about. It's about having something to live for. It's about waking up and knowing right away why you're waking up, why you're starting your day, why you're doing anything. There, you know, it's it another thing is that it gives you something else to think about. I'll start writing better. Gives okay. So it gives you something better to think about. So we just from what I've noticed from my experience, our online, our jobs pretty much just the normal everyday of just the society I've been brought upon is just too negative. It is as simple as I can put it, it's too negative out there. It's way, way, way too negative out there, you know? And part of that just comes with learning, educating, you know? So this is an example. So recently I learned that there was like a 50,000-year-old zombie virus that has struck. And I think they said that, I don't know if this was true or not, but like the mortality rate was like 50% on this virus. Like it's a very, like if you catch that virus, oof, you're gonna die. But we don't know anything of like scientists are just doing research on it right now. Um, but yeah, that's scary. Like we just came out of a pandemic and now more viruses are appearing. And again, maybe viruses have always been appearing. Maybe like I don't do research too much on science, so I don't know how often, but just hearing that just raises my anxiety a little bit higher, you know? And I just want to find ways to combat that. Um, I guess finding trying to find more energy sources. So I'm trying to, when I maybe didn't drink as much coffee or I didn't sleep as well, what am I going to use to energize my day? What am I going to use to tell myself this is why I'm doing this? You know, because if you've been watching my channel consistently, if you've been watching the stuff I've been posting, yeah, like in terms of my job right now, it's pretty much just for the cash. And it's pretty much just I'm too scared to switch. You know, those are the two reasons. And then the third reason is just it could be worse. You know, there could be worse things out there. I'm not in the worst situation right now. I'm not being abused per se at my job. You know, yeah. Sometimes I get yelled at by customers, but it's not all the time. It's not, you know, enough for me to just say, okay, I quit. You know, so that's just an example. Like I want more of a reason to just be like, I got this. I can pull through. Um, I want to be optimistic again. I want to start finding the brighter side of life, just the better part of the day. Ooh, it's not a helicopter, it's a plane. I don't even know if you guys can hear that. Anyways, so I want to be optimistic again. I want to find the reasons that life is important. I want to find them because I know they're there. I got to look for it. I got to kind of be an explorer. Um uh Alrighty. Put my money where my mouth is. Mental health. I mean, yeah, mental health is just super important. Um, I'm a very strong motivator of mental health. If I can get you to start looking at the world that way, I'd become very happy. And I think just, you know, I got to put my money where my mouth is. I think more people should look at the world in a more positive light. And this is just one way to do it. That's another reason. Practice. It's good to practice these kinds of things, you know? I think, you know, I think the best thing about religion or any type of spirituality is praying. because you're trying to pray for a better world. You're trying to pray for everything that's good in your life, and you also want that for everyone you love, and you're saying it and you're practicing it. So practice is really important, and I'm not someone that's religious, so I need to find other avenues to practice spreading joy, to practice having these kinds of moments where I'm trying to appreciate life and I'm trying to love life and I'm trying to be happy, put a smile on other people's face. That's another thing. Spreading joy. Oh, well, why won't it go down? My thing's broken. Yeah, it's broken. It's broken. Okay. Did I already put that spreading joy or something? I did not. Okay, spreading joy. Spreading joy. Because if you know why life is precious, why life is amazing and great, you can spread it on to other people. You can make sure other people get that same bit of love and appreciation. It doesn't just have to be you. Other people can enjoy the same things you're enjoying. Human beings are just very, very interesting. Because it's like we're really one of the few species that even know what passion is. You know, every animal on the planet pretty much follows a completely different rule set on how to live life. They have completely different rules. We follow our own rule. We set our own path, and that's another thing. Just setting your own path. This is what I want. I want to. I want to set a path of just putting my head in the right place. Getting that right kind of headspace. There was one thing, but I just totally forgot what it was now. I think I remember it. Fun. It's fun. It's fun to have good thoughts. It's fun to be a good person. It is. You just got to find a way to do it your way. You're not going to be perfect at it, but you can try. It's nice to make someone's day. It's nice to have someone remember you. It's great. It is, and I'll probably be going into more detail when I finally create this list. But yes, have fun. Life is too short. That's another one. That's another one right there. Life is too short. Life is too short, you know? We gotta find a way to make life feel longer, and the way to do that without feeling like trash, feeling like garbage, is to remember what makes life good in the first place. Why you're doing the things you are doing. That's all I can say. What else? I'm sure there's tons of things. And again, this is why I want to practice. So maybe I'm gonna bring this up at the end of the 100, and then it'd be an even longer video. Because right now this is what I've got. I can't think of anything else right now. Yeah, that's all I got right now. So pretty much what I'm gonna do after this video, because I already have what's gonna be number one on my list. And it's gonna be a fun conversation. I'm essentially gonna find things that I feel like I can defend. That I feel like if I was a lawyer, and for some reason this question was important. Why talk about passion? And I was to defend it. I would use my tools, my repertoire to get you guys on my side, to get the jury to be like, yes, it's important to talk about passion. All right. So that's essentially what I'm going to do. I'm going to treat this like passions in court, like all good might die, and I'm going to be the defender of good. I think more human beings should be defenders of good because that's what we created, you know? We created morality. We created good and bad, just that theory, that concept. Because most animals don't know the theory and concept of good versus bad. You could argue that dogs were never bad because they never understood the concept of being bad until we put it in their heads. And even to this day, I don't even know if dogs know when they know when they do something wrong, but do they know if it's bad? I don't know. That's a totally different question for a totally different series. But yeah, I am your for these 100 videos, which hopefully I get to 100. I will be the defender of, why talk about passion? Why, what are things to be passionate about? What are things in your life? What are things you can do when you're having a crappy day? You can remember that you have this in your life or that this exists. And you're like, oh, awesome. Like, put the smile on your face. We're human beings. Let's use our brains for something that could change the world. I think these conversations can change the world. I truly believe in that. I would not be talking about it otherwise. Um, let's do it. I'm excited. Let's do it. I'll see you in the next video, okay? Take care.